What the fuck? What the fuck? I feel like it's been a long time. I feel like it's been a long time since I've ranted hard on something. Well, today's the day. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done. Well, I attempted to watch R.I.P.D 2 Rise of the Damned. This is a 2022 film that was directed by Paul Layden, whatever the fuck your name is. The first R.I.P.D. movie, I don't even remember what year that came out, but I remember seeing that in theaters. I remember wanting to like the movie because of Ryan Reynolds, and I remember that movie sucking too, but it sucked in an entirely, completely different way. And it even bombed at the box office. So obviously, so many years later, no one even contemplated them making a sequel. But no! Here it is! Here's the sequel. Thankfully, Ryan Reynolds is not in this movie. Even for Jeff Bridges, who was annoying as fuck in that film, even he's not in this movie. No. This time, we have Jeffrey Donovan, who is playing this character, Roy. He's the sheriff. Oh, by the way, this takes place in the 1800s. Why? Because why not? And Roy he's the sheriff of the town. He's looking after his daughter. His daughter is about to marry, or she already married somebody. I don't even fucking know. But at the very beginning of the movie, he gets shot and killed. Roy does. And so he gets recruited by the R.I.P.D. Basically the fake ass, broke ass Men in Black, where they take him in and they say, hey, if you join, you get to go back to Earth and save the world from evil. And of course he says yes, because he really wants to go back to avenge his death and go see his daughter again, but he can't do any of that because when he comes back, he looks like a black woman. Fuck. This movie sucked. This movie sucked hard. And before I get more into this, I don't want to be a dick. I feel like I've gotten a lot softer in my older age. The older I get, the more you don't see me coming on here and just trashing on actors or trashing on directors. At least I try not to. Maybe you guys have examples where I have done that lately and recently and I just don't remember it. But I remember I used to be way harsher on certain things in movies. And so I don't want to use this time to shit on Jeffrey Donovan, for example. I kind of like him as an actor. I remember him on a TV show on the USA Network. I mean, I didn't really watch the show, but I remember seeing commercials for it whenever I would get done watching wrestling, and they would show these random ass commercials for these shows. It wasn't Suits, but it was something else. It was a show like that. And so I appreciated seeing him here, and I appreciated that he got a starring role in a movie like this, but holy fuck is he not interesting enough to carry the movie or to be the sole main character. It's not there, the charisma and personality, there's a vacuum on set just sucking all of that out of each scene. And I'm not saying he's not trying, he's trying to be funny, he's trying to tell some jokes, but it all falls flat. I am sitting here and I'm cringing at every single attempt at comedy that is happening on screen. Now, they don't have a partner for him that was, like I said, as annoying as Jeff Bridges. And I like Jeff Bridges, but boy did he piss me off in the first R.I.P.D. He was annoying as fuck. This time around, the partner to the main character is Penelope Mitchell. And this actress, I don't mind her. You know, she's not loud, she's not annoying, she's not trying hard to be funny. She just shows up and she knows what she's doing, and she's clearly more capable of doing this job, even probably without this Roy guy. And she's a badass, you know, she can fight and do it. But, like, I just didn't care. You know, I didn't care about their banter. I didn't care about their back and forth. And then, obviously, he is going to go and try to talk to his daughter, and then she has to stop him and show him like a mirror and say, you can't do that because this is what you look like. And then that's when we bring in these two black actresses. I didn't look up their name or write their names down, but they are the real world version of the two white main characters that we're watching. And I get what they were going for. I get that because this is the 1800s, they're trying to have, but they don't do anything with it. They're trying to have this thing of like, hey, let's see how you can take being a black woman in the 1800s, you know, just because you might have a black friend or you don't know what it's like to actually be them. They actually say that. And it's like, okay, let's see where they take this. But they don't take it anywhere, you know, other than one scene where a guy says, we don't want to help your kind. There's no social message to be had here. There's no moral of the story here. And I'm not saying it had to do that. It's a fucking R.I.P.D. based on a comic book sequel of a shitty film. Like, I'm not saying I was expecting that, but you're the ones who brought it up. You know what I mean? You're the ones who said, hey, look at this random side plot that we're not going to do anything with. And oh yeah, every scene of the two main characters where they're interacting with, whether it's one of the bad guys or whether it's these asshole guys over there in the corner, we're going to constantly cut back and forth between the two white actors, the main actors, playing the parts the way that they are. And then we're going to cut back and forth with the black actresses who are playing the real world versions of how they look. And it's just it's the constant cut back and forth. And it's like you need to pick one or the other, you know. Either you just tell us that fine, that that's how they look to everyone else, but we primarily see the real actors playing them, or you have it to where you have the whole movie. Now, once they come here, now they're being played by the black actors. Like, at least that would have been something. But the back and forth, it's annoying. I'm constantly noticing how much the black actresses are not matching what Jeffrey Donovan is doing with the character. And so you can tell it just does not seem in sync. And I should talk about the villain, I guess. Sure, why not? Richard Brake, who this is like the third movie I've seen him in this year alone. And granted, the last movie that I saw him in, well, he was good in Barbarian. But he was also in that Rob Zombie Monsters film. And so, no. This is the now second bad movie that I've seen him in. And if I were to try to say that it's not his fault, but I've seen him be in films, mostly Rob Zombie movies, right? Where he's playing a bad person or a villain or just a piece of shit, low level, but he's full of energy and he has a sick smile and he can be sadistic. Like, I've seen him go there. He's so subdued. He's so laid back the way how he's delivering his lines. As the main villain, mind you. He's not the henchman. He's not the right-hand man to the real boss. Like, no, he's the lead guy. He's the one who got possessed by some underworld demon, and he wants to bring hell on earth, and he blah, 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 blah. This plot is rinse and repeat. Been there, done that. And I'm not saying that, oh, well, because of that, you can't make a movie like this, that it doesn't work anymore, a plot like this. But if you're not giving me something spicy with the script and the dialogue, if you're not giving me good action, if you're not giving me anything, punchy jokes that are making me laugh all the way through, then this is a fucking dud, you know? And this is a dud. And also the budget. At first, I thought the budget, like the first scene, I was like, oh man, this looks cheap as hell. And then when Jeffrey Donovan winds up in the R.I.P.D. land, I'm like, okay, clearly this is a set where they had a decent budget. And then, but for the most part, the budget is really low. When the demon creatures start to come out of some of the bad guy human characters, it looks like CW or a sci-fi level CGI. Like, it's just not good. And the way how this is directed, also the directing is horrible because there's so many close-ups and low-angle shots, and it's clear that he's trying to hide the fact that the budget's not big, but because of it, it's shot like a cheap TV show. It's not, you're not taking advantage of the scenery or the cinematography or the environment that the characters are walking through. And the couple fight scenes that I did see, it's so close up that you can't tell what the fuck is going on. This movie is horrible. And I need to also, before I end this review, say that I did not finish this movie. No, I did not. This movie is about 1 hour and 42 minutes long, so it's not even 2 hours. As a length for a film, that's actually a decent length, right? A little over 1.5 hours. I couldn't get past 45 minutes before I finally said, I'm shutting this shit off. And I decided to shut it off because you had this bit where our two lead characters, they take prisoner one of the bad guys, and so they have him tied up with a lasso, and they're on horses. And the bad guy is being really annoying, and he's trying to be funny, and he's saying all these annoying things. And so Jeffrey Donovan, but we see the black actress who's supposed to be playing him, she just starts to shoot him. Boom, boom, boom. But because he's possessed by a demon or whatever, the bullets don't hurt him, so he just takes it and goes, oh, that actually tickled. And so they just keep fucking walking. And he's just keep being annoying. And then Jeffrey Donovan, but the black girl version, she starts to shoot herself. But because the character's dead, she's not dying. It's supposed to be a funny bit. It's supposed to be like, oh, look it, he's annoying me, so I'm going to shoot him. But it doesn't do anything to him, so I'm going to shoot myself. Oh, but I can't kill myself. Oh, shucks. And it's horrible. It's horrible. As horrible as it probably was for you to hear me talk about it, picture seeing it on your screen. I had to shut it off. I couldn't get through this. I couldn't stand to sit through another 5 more minutes. I couldn't. I couldn't. And I tried, people. I swear I tried. I tried to watch more. I tried to finish it because I only give myself 2 movies per year that I am allowed to walk out of or stop watching. And the first movie this year was The Munsters. I couldn't finish it. Second movie is now R.I.P.D 2, Rise of the Damned. Fuck this film. I don't care what happens. I don't care if it, quote, got better. Fuck this film, man. Anyways, guys. Oh, I'm such in a bad mood. I'm also just not in a great mood today, so this didn't help, you know? I was just stewing watching this. Let me know in the comments below if you too took the plunge and for some goddamn reason watched R.I.P.D 2, Rise of the Damned. What did you think of it? Did you hate it as much as I did? Or are you smarter than me and said, fuck, they made a second one of these? I'm not watching that shit. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
Sticking to my decision just to rupture y'all ignition. I'm painting my perfect vision. Intuition is real. If you humble, you will never stumble. Listen, it's clear, but I'ma give it to him. Let the God seize the day.